All right, y'all. It's time for another camping trip. So I am running a ton of errands today. It is already, it's a little after 2, so I don't have a whole lot of time. But I was down here by Brevard, so I'm headed into Pisgah National Forest, and we're just gonna do a simple one-nighter up to John's Rock because I don't have a super long amount of time to actually hike in. So that one's not too bad. It's only a couple miles up to the campsite. And I'll have plenty of time in daylight to hang out and not feel rushed. I'm at the ranger station right now, but let's head down the road and then we'll hike up. I am so happy to be out here. The first section of the trail up to John's Rock, ooh, look at that blowdown, is right by the Davidson River. Such a sweet river. Very cold though, very cold. On the drive out here, it's not too far from the entrance to Pisgah, this trailhead. You start at the fish hatchery parking lot, and there was a controlled burn that must have happened like within the last 48 hours. Super fresh, and that was just really cool to see. There was a sign at the beginning of the forest warning you about it, because I think that it's kind of jarring for some people to see a large swath of burned forest, but it's intentional. And it's also really good for the forest. It helps rejuvenate it. It helps turn the undergrowth into topsoil, and also some species like pines require heat, like wildfires, fires, and controlled burns to propagate their seeds underground. So fires are really a necessary component of forestry. So that was just really cool to see, and especially to see it so fresh. I did overpack my bag, so it's pretty heavy right now. I don't know exactly what it weighs, but I have like 6 days of food in it and a book, which is not normal. I won't be hiking the AT with a book. I just wanted it for tonight, and for a shakedown hike, I figured this is the time to like practice with extra weight. So brought it with me. The only bad thing I think that's happening right now is that I made a rookie mistake, and I'm starting this trail with a phone that is on like 20%. So I do have my charging block with me. It just means that when I get to the top, I'm gonna have to immediately charge my phone. Got a little over 2 liters of water. I've got 2 liters and then a little bottle of like knockoff Gatorade. I haven't seen too many people. There were a couple people mulling around the parking lot, but so far no one on trail. These stairs are all relatively new. Some of the rock work, really nice. Appreciate it, whoever is out here, trail crews. Check it out. This is a really cool little fun fact. So all these like wide, low level plants right here, that's Galax. And in the wintertime, It looks like this guy, totally red. And in the summer, they turn green. And I just think that this guy is so cool. He's such an obvious transition leaf with the warm winter that we've had. So we just got to camp, and just to kind of talk through my process, first thing I did was look around for widowmakers, and there are none, but there's definitely some trees leaning up here, and the flies are definitely out. While that doesn't necessarily worry me too bad, I do want to avoid those for hanging my hammock. So I'm not going to hang it on the ones I originally thought. I'm actually going to hang it on that guy that you can see in the corner here. And then there's another one just out of sight here. So, all right, you guys, I have set up camp. There she is. Look at how beautiful. I have a little porch space in the front. I was just sitting on my, ooh, this is backwards, on my bear canister, and I can sit under there and be able to sit upright, which is really nice. My hammock's ready to go. My sleep stuff is set up. It is like 62 degrees right now. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty content. Here's the random bottle of knockoff Gatorade that I brought myself. It was in a bigger container that I poured into this water bottle, so it looks so sketchy, but about to rehydrate. Okay, I have my bear can, my water, and my weird Gatorade, and we're headed back down to John's Rock to make dinner. Now while we wait for my meal to cook, some fun facts. First of all, down there, that parking lot you can see is actually the fish hatchery, and so that's the parking lot where my car is. So basically I just crawled right up the rock next to where I parked. The road you can see behind there, there's 2 Forest Service roads, and if you take it that way, you can leave the park. Also, well, I guess I'll start here. That big rock is Looking Glass Rock, which is a really big attraction. It's a really nice trail also to the top of that. Basically, John's Rock is like a mini version of Looking Glass, essentially. And then over there, that ridge line over there is where the parkway is. So the Blue Ridge Parkway runs up there. And then a fun fact about John's Rock itself. Many people think it would be named after maybe the guy who discovered the rock, and you're almost correct. John's Rock is named after the guy who discovered this spot's horse, because his horse actually fell over the edge and the horse's name was John. So that is actually where John's Rock gets its name. Just to show y'all what I'm working with here. I'm all tucked in because I don't really have anything else to do, and I wanted to read my book. So I'm all tucked in. I got my phone charging with the charging block inside pocket there. I've got my puffy jacket rolled up for my pillow. And over here on the side, I have the blue bag is my clothing bag in case it gets colder than predicted or something. I just always have it with me, so I have my layers handy. And then behind that, the gray lump there, that's my hiking clothes. So they tend to stay in here also so that in the morning I can just immediately change into those without getting out of my sleeping bag and stay relatively warmish. So pretty well tucked in, but feeling pretty good. Dinner was delicious. Feeling really peaceful. It's really quiet up here. No wind. Yeah, and I'm about to read some more of Mud, Rocks, and Blazes. We'll see if I can finish it before I start the trail.
Morning. I don't know if you can see, the mountains are kind of clouded in though, just a little bit. Last night was pretty good. It was so quiet, with some exceptions. Occasionally there's a pack of coyotes down the hill, not too far, but far enough. They weren't next to camp, and they went into like a little yipping spree a couple times, and that was really cool. I like listening to them. And then it also did rain, which was expected. It didn't rain hard, there wasn't wind, it was just like soft drizzles every once in a while, and that was just so nice and peaceful. I actually think that's what helps me get to sleep. I think all that's really left is to break down camp and start heading out. It's almost 8 o'clock. I let myself sleep in past my alarms because I knew I had missed out on some sleep last night, and I was so cozy this morning. Yeah, feeling pretty good this morning. Don't have a whole lot to do though, so I think I am just going to kind of pack up camp and roll out. All right, I think we're all set to go. Packed up camp. We've got my breakfast bottle right here. It looks like I'll be drinking mud. I haven't actually tried it yet, so hopefully it goes well. And yeah, I think we're getting ready to head out. I was going to point out this morning though, my latest addition to my pack is this keychain. Let's see if I can get it to focus. It's a picture, if you can see it. It's me and my girlfriends. One of them is who I'm hiking the trail with. And the other one is my sweet friend Abby, and we're actually in the Rich Mountain Fire Tower picture there. And she put a little quote on the back. I should have read it before I put it on, but it says, "Friendship is like peeing your pants. Everyone can see it, but only you can feel its warmth." Anyway, I just love that. She sent that to us as like a starting the trail like present. So sending you a lot of love, Abby. I'll be carrying you with me right there for the whole Appalachian Trail. So, all right, I think we're gonna get going. Pulling out of the campsite, you can see my dry spot there. The Johns Rock Trail is a loop, and one side is 3 miles, the other side is 2. And yesterday I went up the 3 mile side, which means I was walking about 2 miles an hour because I got here in about an hour and a half. But today, just to mix it up, we're gonna go down the other side, so it'll be 2 miles, pretty simple. I'm having such a peaceful morning. I've been standing in this intersection for like 5 minutes. Just looking around, listening. The crows keep flying overhead and cawing. There's some other birds who are talking in the forest. It's just so nice right now. I'm the only one out here. It's awesome. Check out this flower. I am not totally sure. It's not completely open. I'm not totally sure what it is. It could be bloodroot. It's got a pretty red stem. I'd have to see what it looks like when it opens up, but if it is, bloodroot is one of the first flowers that opens up in the springtime. Usually more like late March, April, but it's been such a warm year. Headed downhill. I came from up there, but that is the junction. So this is where the loop begins. Kind of looks like a lollipop. It shares the beginning section and then it creates a loop further up. So yesterday I went to the right there, and that's the way that took me 3 miles to the top, and today I came down this side. Found another flower. This one I don't know what it is though, so if anyone knows, it's almost open. Let me know. I think it was a really successful trip. I'm feeling very ready for the AT. That's gonna be my last shakedown before I hit trail. And I feel ready. I think the two I've had have shown me a lot and let me practice a lot of my systems, my cold weather gear, my rain gear, things like that. So I'm feeling really confident. I'm ready for the AT.